What's going on, internet? So in this video I'm going to be going over how I converted my filter system to a PVC system and what parts I used to accomplish this. Come on, let me show you. As you may know, the original pool comes with these hoses here that are basically trash. They sagged from here and then went over there, and they added no support whatsoever to these parts here, and in time they were going to either crack, break, or start leaking. So I decided to make this change. The sand filter that I'm using here did not come with the unit. This was a separate pump that I purchased, and I had used it for another pool that I had. I used to have another smaller pool, and this pump here was an upgrade, and I absolutely love it. It does a fantastic job, and it's what I used to complete the system. So whatever pump you're using or whatever filter you're using, you'll be able to do this as well. First, let's go over how this whole system works, how the design works, right? So you see that this line and this line, this is what brings in the water, and it goes straight down, and then it makes these crazy turns just to get to the pump and then into the filter, and then it returns back into the system. You will also notice that I added a couple of unions down there. So there's one union there, there's another one there, and another one here, another one here, and then one back there. And the reason for this is because I do take down my pool, and so I needed a way to take this apart and be able to store it. So that is completely optional for you guys. It was the most expensive part of this whole build. Each one of those ran me about 13 bucks. So yeah, this got really expensive really fast. I also added that valve down there. There wasn't anything like that for this system here. So anytime I had to do some work or something, I'd lose a lot of water because I had no way to stop it. But by adding this valve, I was already able to take some stuff out that came in that basket, right? So that was a really good add on there. I do want to mention, so you'll notice here that I've got these rubber pieces here, and the reason for that is to add flexibility to this entire system. When I originally put this on, it was all PVC. What ended up happening was when this moved, this was so stiff, so rigid, it actually broke my filter. So you guys can see here, I had to retrofit this to make this work. So don't do what I did, learn from my lessons, add this here for flexibility. So what pieces did I use and how did I get this done? This here came with the pool, and I had to retrofit this pipe. I actually, the hose that went down here, I took the piece from it, I cut it from the hose, and then I used a heat gun to heat this PVC, widen it, and then insert the little piece that came from the hose that goes into this part right here, and then I use this ring to lock it in place. So when I insert that piece in there, I did use the PVC primer and the cement to get that bind, and then I was able to use this part. So now this is also removable, and I can use this piece. To make this work, what I had to do was, after I heated that part up and then I went in there, you can kind of see there's like a little bulge. So it did bulge a little bit, and so I had to use a sander to sand this down so that this ring can move up and down into this part right here. To make this part work, what I ended up doing was I used a 3/4 inch PVC. And this is the Schedule 40, so this is the thicker stuff. Don't get the thin stuff. Use this one so that you don't have any issues when you put your clamp here. There's no leaks. So 3/4, and then I use this elbow that goes from 3/4 to 1 inch, right? So I've got two, so one here and then the other one over there. These measurements, I first kind of dry fit, and I'll go over the process, but don't worry too much about, well, how long did you cut this? I'll show you how I got my measurements so that you can do the same thing at home and be able to get something that looks, you know, pretty good. These little baskets right here, you don't have to use them. I reused them. This came with the pool, but what I did have to do was I had to cut this. So you can see here, I had to cut it so that I can use it in here. And when it was that long, when it was longer, it would come out through here, and that's what added the rigidity to add the hose and then clamp it around. But because we're using PVC, I cut that part so that it probably sticks into here, and then this PVC pipe is probably just passing the clamp, right? So that's how I got that down. Okay, so 3/4 to an inch, and then it comes down to an elbow, to a union, and then I have this T. Now this T has 2 reducers. It has, this is an 1.5 inch T, right? And then I reduced it to the inch pipe, right? So here's the inch, here's the other inch, and then out here, here's the 1.5 inches. So from here on, it's 1.5 inches. So the whole system goes from 3/4 to an inch to 1.5 inches. Okay, so I couldn't find, I was looking for the T that already had the reductions. Couldn't find that, so I had to purchase the two reducers here, which is fine. I think this actually works out pretty good, right? And like I said, this valve was already very helpful, so I would definitely encourage you guys to do that. Get the valve in there. The unions are optional, but for me, I'm taking this thing apart. I wanted a way to be able to do that. So now the water flows here to this elbow, and then it goes to that 45, and then it goes into the pipe. Now you may be asking, well, why did you do that? Why didn't you just get it, you know, straight over there? The issue I was having was getting the right lengths and the angles and try to get it. I was struggling so much. So the way I did this was, after I started these parts, I did not cut. I probably made that cut and then put the valve and stopped right there. That's where I stopped. I was trying to figure out a way, because I wanted to get directly over here, but there's no parts using these elbows and the 45. There wasn't anything here that you can get a design going to do that. So what I did was, I just, at the store, I'm like, okay, maybe I can get a 45, get the right angle, and then I can twist this to the right angle to get it here. So what I did was, to kind of get it going, was I just grabbed that 45 and I eyeballed it, right? So I put my 45 there, I put that 90 there, and then this piece here, I already put together and glued, right? I purchased this part here off of Amazon. This is to swap out. It had this piece here where it was for a hose, right? So this part used to be here. I purchased this off of Amazon. It's a thread pipe converter. So you convert it from thread pipe to now female PVC. I added this PVC here, 1.5 inches, to this other elbow, to another PVC here, and then the union here, another piece of PVC, and then the other elbow. So I stopped here, and then I was able to move this around with this here, and then I just measured, from here to there. Then I added 1.25 inches, and that's what gave me my length here. Once I dry fitted that there, held it here, I was able to then do it from here. I didn't worry about the union yet, but I just did the piece from there to the elbow. And once I had this here, then I just measured and cut this piece here. So that's how I started. I started from there to here, and to there. That's the approach that I would recommend. But if you guys have another way of doing it, then by all means, go ahead. But this is the system here. Now, to the part where it broke, this was also the same thing, right? It had this piece it had the thread pipe, and then it had the pieces for the hose. It had that here. I removed that, and then I purchased the same thing. So I purchased that one, the threaded to the female PVC pipe, and I had it here. Now when this broke, what I ended up doing just to make this whole thing work was I took this piece down and I added some JB Weld here material, and then I was able to turn it around and then insert it here, which is why you see all this pretty ugly JB Weld stuff here, but it's holding. I had a crack on this filter, this thread, and I also added some JB Weld. I had to take this whole thing apart, add some JB Weld there, glue the crack, and then hold it and wait for it to dry. Once it was dried up, I was able to then get this piece here. So yours won't probably look like this. You'll probably have an easier time if either you have it like this already, because then you can go straight from here to this, and it's going to be clamped. You don't have to convert it. That'll probably be the easiest thing to do. If you don't want to purchase this part here, you can probably do the same thing, right? So that was an afterthought for me. Was after I went and bought this, I was like, well, why couldn't I have done that, right? So I'm letting you guys know you could do essentially buy this part instead of that part to start your PVC conversion, but up to you guys. You will have to go to the store and figure that out. This, however, is a non-negotiable. Get this because your pool will move. This will move, and as it moves, that has flexibility, and it won't transfer that stress over to your pump. And that is how I added the system. And I really do like this here because now it adds support to my fountain. Last year it was horrible. This had no support whatsoever because, again, this was just a hose, right? So just the hose just dropped. This has some weight to it. So when I put this on last year, I had to put some ropes around it to keep it up, and it looked very ghetto. Yeah, definitely not my style. But now that I've got this PVC, it's got support, that has support, and this is looking real nice. And if you're interested in purchasing the same pump that I have there, the filter, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Just know that it is an affiliate link. That means that I will receive a small commission and no additional cost to you. In addition, I will also leave a link for that fountain. As you can see, that fountain, you can make it spit higher, lower, further away. It also makes it look really nice at night. It does have solar and lighting. And I'll also leave another link for this other light that I have over here, and it provides additional light to your pool in the evenings for a nice evening swim. All right, guys, well, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe for more, and I will bring you guys more projects. All right.